football again this season, but will it be enough in this campaign if they do the same against Borussia Dortmund? Will leave Mönchengladbach trailing 5 points in their wake, and lead Dortmund boss Lucien Favre, of course, set the Mönchengladbach model for. Christoph Kramer is back in midfield in preference. Virtually everybody fit for Mönchengladbach, available and full of confidence. It's the same back three today, but a change further forward as Jadon Sancho on Haaland, and Thorgan Hazard tonight back. Worth a sighter of it for Neuhaus, distracting to other players. Marco Rosa doing a fight. Flag had stayed down for a long time. Eventually it went up. I know that's the modern way. Sasha Stegemann, incidentally.
Occasion they tailed off really disappointingly last season when we thought they could really push Bayern to the last couple of games or so in the end.
Well, back by Piszczek. Stindl a little late, perhaps.
He's not happy about, is it? His reaction. It doesn't always. RB Leipzig, who are probably the more, I wouldn't call them dull.
Guerreiro's got to defend it. Burki didn't get to it first time, but he stayed so cool as Liner closed in.
Guerreiro got lucky, was caught sleeping a little bit.
Julian Brandt, Hazard. What a start! And it's Thorgan Hazard against his former club. He needed only a glimpse of the target.
Well, talk about sucker punch. Ball's given away by Stindl. They decide to play that from the back. Borussia Mönchengladbach. Here's the pass to Stindl. Instead of really getting hold of that ball or being ultra careful and cautious with that pass. He's stolen by Haaland. Lovely, but it was actually the ball.
Finish.
They actually got a couple of players back, did Borussia Mönchengladbach. You thought, well, OK, we've got the situation under control. First touch, as I said, wasn't good enough from Hazard, but that turn right on the six-foot. They're so good with opportunities like that because all their players have got really fast feet, Paul. They're able to shift the ball. Even Haaland, the youngster, big guy, but
as they actually spent on Haaland, it paid for itself in that respect, and these
situations, Brandt gives them a little bit more thrust going forward. Clever player, tenacity to disrupt Borussia Dortmund.
Hoffmann, he's picked out a good one, and so close to the leveller. It was a brilliant, brilliant run from Rami. Zakaria, Ginter.
Not able to stretch Dortmund in any capacity. Beginning of the season, those players will have to remain fit if they are to maintain.
Player got away from Hummels, did brilliantly. The possibilities there. Ben Sebaini went again.
Yeah, in the end he was so far beyond the near post. Ben Sebaini was.
Hakimi crossing with his right foot. Not Eintracht. A point for Leipzig takes them to 50 and a win tonight.
Real giants of the European game.
Hakimi. Player. It did stick at him, but he couldn't find a teammate. Actually, the referee played a part in that. Rosa. It's all about. Haaland gives chase. Sommer knew he was coming, or he kept coming. Sommer quickly back on his feet, and actually it's Denis Zakaria who's also now down. And he's stayed.
Narrow lead, and there'll be times where they don't have the ball, so pressing when collects.
And Sebaini did well. He closed out well here. Quite been able to nail down a place in the top floor.
To get the ball away, that's when it's got to be flagged.
Guerreiro. Chan had stayed in the box.
He's offside.
Witzel covering, but he's not cleared it. Player.
Yeah, flag had to go up.
Mönchengladbach. Erling Haaland is on it. Into the box he goes. Elvedi got the block on.
Yeah, good block, good cover. Came across and made sure he didn't dive in too quickly.
Hummels treating. Ben Sebaini has it. Player, sharp stop by Burki.
Well, Hakimi got out of jail there.
Doesn't get it, looks a bit frustrated not getting it.
So would I be. He's stolen the yard, Witsel just got to play it.
Somehow it eluded him. Zagadou. Some travelling Dortmund fans, actually. Now this time he's going to get a telling off. And Janška. Possibilities here. Guerrero. Janus
Quality of Dortmund's
tries
opposition
to get over
is
the top of Hummels. Sorry, Afan. It's gone the way of the visitors. Now it's Max Abel. So Rosa keeps the rest of his powder dry for the moment.
What you call a classic back to goal.
That was a bit more like it. Clever from play out. Offside, surely. And Kramer picked a ball there where there was a simple one on the outside, Efan.
Yeah, Hoffman shouldn't have been offside. Yeah, gets in the opposition half, then he's, hole behind him to be filled. Youngster did it eventually.
Held in the end. Can't do anything about it. The rest of the season.
Well, disappointing for Dortmund because they've actually got a forward.
Player turned in by Lars Stindl, and Borussia Mönchengladbach have levelled it. He could hardly miss.
Probably that number, maybe even more.
Janška's forward. It's too much on that. Player gives chase. So now Mönchengladbach. There it is behind the goal that end. Now
He came off Emre Can.
and still Hazard. And here they come again, attacking the Nordkurve. Stindl's ball in. Very well judged by Burki. This is the kind of game. It was Hoffman who made the move forward, but again he's offside, Efan. Sweeps it in. Neuhaus. They're letting him know about it. And they'd have enjoyed that even more, but there was no question.
So much energy. You don't waste it when there's a big hole for him to play into.
And that was not a very good one by Neuhaus. At the moment, is it fair to say? Can, again looking for Haaland. It wasn't the
Changes, attacking ones.
Brandt taking on a few here. Still got all the way back to Sommer. Oh, I think he knew he was there. Player, Stindl. Aerial route. Sommer. Stindl doing his level best to win it. Hazard.
Good battle. Great play from Torgan Hazard.
Was, yeah, and Kramer, Guerrero, Witsel. It's been a better spell of possession, but is there an end product? Hakimi sweeps it in. Oh, what a stop! An unbelievable save from Jan Sommer. Here's the new boy. Still pretty studious here, isn't it, Efan, from Dortmund's point of view? Referee, actually.
Tried to give him the advantage.
Quickly taken. Hazard. That was fairly close to going in his own net, but Janška had to go. Here comes Thuram.
Oh, I will be if they actually don't both make the Champions League. Who knows, one of them may end up title winners. Unlikely buying an imperious forward.
Hazard made his move, and he's opened it up for Achraf Hakimi. Hakimi rolls it in the corner, and Dortmund restore their lead. All that with Haaland on the ground.
Onside the far side, it's Stefan Lein who's keeping Hakimi on the through the leg. Lovely finish, isn't it? As I said, I thought he played it just a little bit too far. Yeah, just picks up enough speed. Clever finish. Off, which he did once again. They have been the better.